Previously on Mr. MegaManFan. Phil's definitely going to have to do some work on this to get it up and running again. I'm Mr. MegaManFan, and as always, thank you for watching. Well, as it turns out, it wasn't my friend Phil who ended up working on the Virtual Boy because he was laid up for a little while with some medical issues, but thankfully, I got pointed in the right direction by another good friend, Tristan, who knew a repair guru in Texas named Mark, who works on Virtual Boys. So, I got this shipped off to him, and the turnaround time was incredibly fast. He had it done and sent back to me in, I want to say, a week. I was shocked by how quickly he was able to get this done and get it back to me. Now, everybody involved, from the person I bought this from to the person I sent it to, had the exact same thought. Ribbon cables fail in Virtual Boys repeatedly. They seem to be the single most common point of failure. Replacing them seems to solve the majority of problems people have with a Virtual Boy that doesn't work. Mark already suspected that was going to be the case even before he got mine open. He could tell it had never been opened before and appeared to be cosmetically sound from the outside, which is also what Jeff told me when I bought it from him. So all he needed to do was get it open and go, yep, you've got the optics in here. Everything inside is where it's supposed to be. You just don't have any video. That means the ribbon cables connecting things together have obviously gone bad. This was not a bad Virtual Boy, it was just a well-used Virtual Boy, because they tend to fail no matter what in that specific regard. So thank you, Mark, for your expertise on this, and thank you for having the ribbon cables to get the optics back up and working again, and we're going to see that just as soon as I finish setting this up. Well, Mark, if I did that wrong, you tell me. Mark said the safest way to ship it back was to remove the hood that goes around the eyepiece so that nothing got damaged, and I just had to push it through the holes in the visor and push it back into place. So if I did that wrong, Mark, please let me know. The aforementioned Tristan was able to confirm to me that my Virtual Boy games were working since he had a consoleized Virtual Boy, and the aforementioned Phil had a couple of loose Virtual Boy games that he was already looking to sell. So I ended up getting 2 new games to try in the Virtual Boy, and we're starting out with Mario Tennis. And the next one I'm trying is called Red Alarm. So here's the problem with Virtual Boy games. It's very hard to get video through the lenses to actually show you what it looks like. I can describe to you that you put it up against your eyes and you can see 3D stereoscopic depth, but I can't really show that to you with the traditional filming techniques that are available to me. There's no way for me to reproduce that 3D effect by showing you what you can see through the lenses of a camera. It's pretty good. It's actually, for 1990s technology, a lot better than I thought it could possibly be. I would say it's actually a prototype of the 3DS in some respects. It's clear they had this idea all along and they just needed to refine it and make it a little more portable because the Virtual Boy is frankly oversized and cumbersome to use, and not a lot of people were going to adopt that technology, and the shades of red, obviously a huge turnoff for some people. Then you had the whole scare factor that was built into it where people were told it could damage their eyes if they used it for too long. So for all those reasons, the Virtual Boy was never going to work commercially. That doesn't mean it was a bad system. In fact, I would argue it was probably ahead of its time. I feel like I've been in some ways converted by finally owning a working Virtual Boy. It's a lot better than I ever thought it was going to be. I can understand why it didn't work on the market, but I can also understand why they thought it would. It's kind of an interesting mix. I'm Mr. MegaManFan, and as always, thank you for watching.
He's the boy. Frida's army crawling.